Andarki Namaskaram. Let us start today's session. We are learning the commonly used phrases and sentences starting with B. By them. By them means vari cheta. Vari cheta. By then means appatiki. Appatiki. By this means dini valla. Dini valla. By this time tomorrow means రేపు ఈ సమయానికి. రేపు ఈ సమయానికి. By this time tomorrow I will be going to our house or our home. That means నేను రేపు ఈ సమయానికి మా ఇంటికి వెళ్తూ ఉంటాను. Let me explain the meanings for each phrase or word so you will understand clearly. By this time, by this time means ఈ సమయానికి. Tomorrow means you know already, that is రేపు. So by this time tomorrow means రేపు ఈ సమయానికి. I will be going. I will be going means నేను వెళ్తూ ఉంటాను. To our home or house. మా ఇంటికి. To home means ఇంటికి. Home means illu. To home means ఇంటికి. So to our home means మా ఇంటికి. It is very clear. We have almost straight words. Okay. So while practicing, what you can do is, this is very important phrase. I will be going. So while practicing, you replace with this verb with any other verb in ing form. Verb. So నేను ఉంటాను. So here you need to write the meaning of the verb in ing form. For example, I will be reading means నేను చదువుతూ ఉంటాను. So before this phrase you can add a phrase like this. By this time tomorrow I will be reading. నేను రేపు ఈ సమయానికి చదువుతూ ఉంటాను. By this time tomorrow I will be writing. రేపు ఈ సమయానికి నేను వ్రాస్తూ ఉంటాను. Like that you can make many sentences using these two phrases structures. The next phrase is by turns means వంతుల వారీగా. వంతుల వారీగా. By us means మా చేత. By way of means ఆ మార్గమున. By what time means ఎన్ని గంటలకు. By what time means ఎన్ని గంటలకు. Or you can also say ఏ సమయానికి. By what time will we arrive in Chennai? మనం చెన్నైకి ఏ సమయానికి చేరుకుంటాము. So here if you look at the meanings for each phrase, by what time, ఏ సమయానికి, will we, we will arrive means మేము చేరుకుంటాము or మనము చేరుకుంటాము. Actually will we arrive If it is separate phrase like we arrive means మేము చేరుకుంటామా. If it is like separate phrase, but if it is in the sentence we will arrive, it is మనము చేరుకుంటాము. There is another situation, so we can write, for example, okay, let me write here. Can you tell me, as of my knowledge, I think this is if I write like can you tell me, if I write like this, can you tell me by what time, in this context I need to change like this. Here we are not asking like chebutara, can we tell me means chebutara. So we are just asking without this can we. So in that context it will be like this, మనం చెన్నైకి ఏ సమయానికి చేరుకుంటాం. So now I'm going to translate this phrase with little variation. Okay, so can you tell me means నాకు చెబుతారా, నాకు చెబుతారా. Here you need to understand the difference between the first sentence and this sentence. మనం ఎన్ని, ఓకే, మనం ఏ సమయానికి చెన్నైకి చేరుకుంటామో, this is the difference. చెన్నైకి చేరుకుంటామో. Okay, so this one we can keep it in some other location. మనం ఏ సమయానికి చెన్నైకి చేరుకుంటామో చెబుతారా. నాకు నాకు it is not necessary. నాకు చెబుతారా it is not necessary, because since we are asking, no need to we can skip that word నాకు. Okay, so the whole sentence meaning will be like this. మనం ఏ సమయానికి చెన్నైకి చేరుకుంటామో చెబుతారా. So this is the difference. When we start with can you tell me, it becomes like చేరుకుంటామో. So without this can you tell me, it remains same like this. మనం చెన్నైకి ఏ సమయానికి చేరుకుంటాం. But when you add can you tell me, that kind of phrase at the beginning, it becomes చేరుకుంటామో చెబుతారా. So that phrase you need to add. Okay, is it clear, Praveen garu? Because this is very lengthy sentence. If it is clear, maybe you can make more sentences in this type of in this structure. Is it clear, Praveen garu?
Anandi, it's clear. And this question is very common that we ask. By what time will you arrive? We've asked this commonly.
Yes.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. So by what time?
So it's important to know the structure.
Yeah. It is just by what time will we arrive in Chennai? It is just మనం చెన్నైకి ఏ సమయానికి చేరుకుంటాము. But if you add can you tell me what time we will arrive in Chennai, so in those contexts you need to change this one. చేరుకుంటామో చెబుతారా. Mo, it goes like that. చేరుకుంటామో చెబుతారా, as I mentioned here. So while practicing, you try to change the words and try to make new sentences. We will see if there is any mistake later. Okay, the next phrase is bye bye means ika unta. It has several meanings. All these are contextual meanings only, not word to word translation. So ika unta, that means if you see the word to word translation, this one ika unta, then I stay here. It means something like that. Ika unta. Velli randi. Velli randi. For example, you are staying there and you are telling bye to someone. So in those contexts, you have to say velli randi. So that is go and come. Namaskaram also, it is used when somebody is leaving the conversation or any place like that. Unta nandi. This is also one of the common usage to translate bye bye. So untanandi means I stay here, I stay here, something like that. Depending on the context you have to use. If you are not leaving, you are telling bye bye to someone who is leaving. So in those contexts you can say velli randi, go and come. Namaskaram, it can be used in both ways. For example, if you are leaving or if somebody is leaving, both person can say namaskaram. Untanandi, okay, untanandi, this can be used uh, with anyone. For example, you are leaving or any other person is leaving, you can use this one untanandi. But literally it means I stay here. So it is preferably you have to stay. For example, if you are not leaving, other person is leaving, you can use this one untanandi. Bye for now means ippatiki unta, ippatiki unta. Bye means vellostanu.
Namaskaram.
Cheppandi.
So, for example, if I'm leaving, I can say Ika Wunta, and the other who is staying behind will say Wuntanandi. Is that right?
Yes, yes. Ika unta,
That
for
is
example, ika unta can be, yes, yes, in both context it is correct. Both
okay.
person can say same thing, ika unta.
Okay.
But the
Sarinandi.
the correct way of speaking is vellastanu is exactly suits. For example, if you are leaving a place and if you want to say bye bye, you better you say vellastanu. That means I will go and come. Okay,
Ah,
I will go and come. This one I will also write here vellasthanandi. Okay, I will go and come. If you are leaving, you better to use this one. Then if somebody is leaving, you can say vellirandi. That means bye bye. It is depending on the situation. Ika unta, if you are staying in the same location, if you are not going anywhere, you can use ika unta. But sometimes it is used in opposite way also. For example, somebody leaving also they use, but it is not preferable. By heart means kantastham, kantastham. For example, by heart means, like, I think you know the, you understand the meaning. For example, if somebody is reading to remember something for a long time, that is called kantastham. Began means prarambhinchu, prarambhinchu. This is verb as well as imperative. We successfully completed the sentences and phrases starting with B. Let me open the next file, that is C. Let us continue this next file, that is phrases and sentences starting with C. Calculate means lekkapettu or lekkinchu. So lekkinchu is less used. Most of the times we use lekkapettu. For example, calculate the amount lekkapettu. That means calculate the money. Dabbulu lekkapettu. So it is verb as well as in imperative. This is mogali puvu, caldera flower, mogali puvu. Calf muzzle means kali pikka kandaram. Calf muzzle, kali pikka kandaram. Call means piluvu. This is imperative only. If it is verb in base form, you already learned that one, piluchu, piluchu. So piluvu, for example, call someone, ఎవర్inaina పిలవండి. Call him, atadini పిలవండి. Call her, ఆమెను పిలవండి. So here after call we are using object, so we must add ni suffix. Call her, ఆమెను పిలవండి. ను is the suffix. Call an ambulance means ambulance కు ఫోన్ చేయండి. Here we cannot call, like here mostly we talk about telephone. Usually when there is a situation like this, we don't call with our mouth, we call with using phone only. So whenever we use telephone, in those context we use phone cheyandi. So the word call has two meanings. If you are not talking about telephone, పిలవండి. If you are talking about telephone, phone cheyandi. Phone cheyandi. Call an ambulance. Here we are talking about telephone, so the meaning will be like ambulance ku phone cheyandi. Here we use the meaning of to, for example, call to ambulance, something like that. Call me tomorrow. Okay, so here again we have different situation. Mostly call me tomorrow, this sentence indicates a telephonic conversation, like they are talking about telephone only, so we can use the meaning like phone cheyandi, call me tomorrow, repu naku phone cheyandi. The next one, just call me, nannu piluvu or naku phone cheyandi. As I mentioned before, call me, this is not related to telephone. Nannu piluvu or nannu piluvandi. In another context, if you are talking about, if there is any relation with telephone and all, we can say నాకు ఫోన్ చెయ్యి, call me tomorrow at 5 o'clock. That means రేపు నాకు 5 గంటలకు ఫోన్ చేయండి. Call the police, పోలీసులని పిలవండి. So here also we can take two meanings. One is పోలీసులని పిలవండి, other one పోలీసులకు ఫోన్ చేయండి, depending on the context. Calling means pilustu, this is verb in ing form. Calm means prashantanga, or prashantamaina. For example, let me tell you the difference. This prashantamaina is like adjective. Prashantanga, it can be descriptive adjective. Calm down means prashantanga undu, prashantanga undu. Camel means onte. Can anyone bear such an insult means ఎవరైనా ఇటువంటి అవమానం భరించగలరా. Okay, can anyone bear means ఎవరైనా సహించగలరా or భరించగలరా. ఎవరైనా భరించగలరా. Such an insult means, insult means అవమానం, such an insult, this is a phrase, so we can say ఇటువంటి అవమానం, ఇటువంటి అవమానం. So whenever you have a word along with such an or such a, you can use ఇటువంటి, then translate the following word. Can he come, అతడు రాగలడా, అతడు రాగలడా. Here when we talk about ability, we use this kind of ending. Let me write here, he can come, అతడు రాగలడు. Okay, this one positive sentence. But if we want to ask a question like this, can he come, related to ability. So when we are talking about ability, this the sentence ends like this, atadu ragalada. Can he do this work, atadu Okay, so this sentence can be translated into two methods. First one, word to word translation. Can he do? I will write the other meaning also. అతడు ఈ పని చేయగలడా? అతడు ఈ పని చేయగలడా? So this is the second meaning, but both sentences can be used in real life situation, so you can use anyone. Now let me explain the phrases meaning. Can he do? Can he do means అతడు చేయగలడా? So while practicing using this structure, you can make many sentences. So what you can do, just you write atadu. Okay, right. He can. I am leaving this blank space. So in this blank space, you bring the commonly used verbs. Then you write here atadu. Then the verb in base form. Then usually in the base form, we end with u sound, but you need to change u to a sound, then add galadu. For example, he can write. Atadu vrayu is base form. Vraya galadu. So u becomes a, then add galadu. For all the verbs, it is same rule. Okay. So similarly, when you are changing the subject to other subject like she or they, you need to follow the personal suffix rule. For example, okay, I will write they can write. వారు రాయగలరు. So this one we change as per the subject. Similarly, what you can do, you can make sentences also. Can he do? అతడు చేయగలడా? Can he write? అతడు వ్రాయగలడా? Like that you make positive sentences and questions related to ability. So the second option is అతడికి ఈ పని చేయడం వచ్చా? This is contextual meaning. అతడికి ఈ పని చేయడం వచ్చా? It also means does he know how to do? Does he know how to do this work? So we used this sentence meaning to translate this one, but you can also use the word to word translation, that is అతడు ఈ పని చేయగలడా? Can he do this work? Can he go to Chennai means అతడు చెన్నైకి వెళ్ళ. Okay, earlier I was telling about ability. Okay, ability. So this sentence gives two meanings. When you are talking about ability, you can say అతడు చెన్నైకి వెళ్ళగలడా? But if you are just asking, it is not related to ability. If you are simply asking can he go to Chennai, simply if you are asking like will he go, in those contexts if you are using, you can say, you can take the meaning of like will he go only. అతడు వెళ్తాడా? So always galada sound indicates ability. అతడు చెన్నైకి వెళ్ళగలడా indicates ability. So the first one is regular question only. It is not related to ability. Just we are asking like will he go? అతడు వెళ్తాడా? The next one, can he go to Hyderabad? అతడు హైదరాబాద్ వెళ్ళగలడా? This is related to ability, so we used galada ending. Can he speak English? అతడు ఇంగ్లీష్ మాట్లాడగలడా? కెన్ హీ వాక్ ఈజీలీ, అతడు సులువుగా నడవగలడా. సో I think I need to translate only one word because all the three words like can he walk, those are like commonly used. So easily means suluvuga, atadu suluvuga nadavagaladaa. Can I ask a question means nenu oka prashna adagavacha. So here you need to observe something. Here we are not talking about ability, so that's why we don't say as like word to word translation. For example, can I ask, if you translate word to word, it becomes like నేను అడగగలనా, నేను అడగగలనా. But in this context we are not talking about ability, we are just asking a question like, or permission, can I ask a question. So in those contexts we take the meaning like uh, like permission. We have another type of sentence, may I, may I ask, may I ask. This type of sentence indicates, shows the ending like vacha. Okay, I will write a few sentences here so you will understand easily. May I ask, nenu adaga vacha. So if you want to show respect you can also add andi, nenu adagavacha andi, nenu oka prashna adagavacha andi, like that you can add. So similarly, may I come, may I come, నేను నేను లోపలికి రావచ్చా అండి. This is optional, if you want to use you can use. So when we are asking a permission, okay, so there we cannot translate like galana, but we use the meaning like a sentence may I ask, even for the can I ask type of sentences. So నేను ఒక ప్రశ్న అడగవచ్చా or నేను ఒక ప్రశ్న అడగవచ్చా అండి, like that you can say. Can I ask the accountant for an advance. Okay, so here also we are not talking about ability. Most of the times can I ask, can I go, these things mm, only in rare cases we may talk about ability. So of course if you are talking about ability you can use galana ending. For example, can I sing, I don't know, can I sing, nenu padagalana, I'm not sure. So here if I am talking about ability I can use the galana ending, nenu padagalana, నాకు తెలియదు నేను పాడగలనా, can I sing, like that. But if you are asking like permission or question you need to use vacha ending. So here can I ask the accountant means accountant nu adagavacha, it is like permission. Advance means you can say advance amount only, but if you want you can use the word డబ్బులు, కొన్ని డబ్బులు అడగవచ్చా. కెన్ ఐ బారో అ పెన్ ఫ్రమ్ యూ, మీ దగ్గర పెన్ తీసుకోవచ్చా. కెన్ ఐ బారో, కెన్ ఐ బారో మీన్స్ నేను అప్పు తీసుకోవచ్చా. Actually it gives that kind of meaning, can I borrow, నేను అప్పు తీసుకోవచ్చా. But the word appu is used only when we are talking about money. Okay, so if you are not talking about money, if you are talking about any item like car or computer or pen or any book, you don't use the word appu. Skip the word appu, then just say తీసుకోవచ్చా. సో కెన్ ఐ బారో ఎ పెన్ మీన్స్ నేను మీ పెన్ తీసుకోవచ్చా, నేను ఒక పెన్ తీసుకోవచ్చా. కెన్ ఐ బారో ఎ బుక్, నేను ఒక పుస్తకం తీసుకోవచ్చా. సో సిమిలర్లీ ఇఫ్ ఐ సే కెన్ ఐ బారో సమ్ మనీ, సో నౌ ఐ కెన్ యూస్ అప్పు, నేను మీ దగ్గర కొంత డబ్బు అప్పు తీసుకోవచ్చా. సో వెన్ ఐ టాక్ అబౌట్ money, I can say appu తీసుకోవచ్చు. But if there is no money, I can say just తీసుకోవచ్చా. తీసుకోవచ్చా means like can I take. So we use the meaning of can I take. So here can I borrow means it is like can I take a pen from you. మీ దగ్గర పెన్ తీసుకోవచ్చా. From you means మీ దగ్గర నుండి. But it is not necessary to use the word nundi, just you can skip. మీ దగ్గర పెన్ తీసుకోవచ్చా. I will write here from you. The word to word translation is మీ నుండి, but మీ నుండి doesn't suit, so we can change to మీ దగ్గర నుండి. So in a sentence even you can remove nundi, you can say మీ దగ్గర పెన్ తీసుకోవచ్చా. Okay, like that. Can I borrow your book means కాస్త మీ పుస్తకం ఇస్తారా. This is another style of asking. Okay, we will continue this topic tomorrow because we have only 1 minute time. We may not have enough time to discuss this. It needs some explanation. We'll continue tomorrow.
ఓకే, చాలా ధన్యవాదములు ప్రవీణ్ గారు.
మంచిదండి, ధన్యవాదములు.